Robert F. Kennedy Jr., President-elect Donald Trump's pick for health secretary, is calling for a ban on pharmaceutical TV ads, citing concerns that these ads mislead consumers and drive up healthcare costs. Kennedy argues that the ads encourage patients to demand expensive drugs they may not need, putting pressure on doctors and inflating prices. He also believes that pharmaceutical companies have too much influence over media coverage, with 75% of revenue for evening news shows coming from pharmaceutical companies. The pharmaceutical industry is likely to push back against Kennedy's proposal, citing free speech protections. Since 1997, drug companies have relied on TV ads to generate demand and revenue, spending tens of billions of dollars on commercials. The industry argues that these ads provide valuable information to consumers and help drive innovation in the development of new treatments. Despite the challenges, Kennedy remains committed to his proposal. He believes that banning pharmaceutical TV ads is essential to reducing healthcare costs and improving health outcomes in the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's Christmas message has sparked controversy, with some viewing it as bold claims and others as political theater. In a Truth Social post, Trump reiterated his calls for U.S. territorial expansion, targeting Canada, the Panama Canal, and Greenland. Trump's message was marked by his signature style, with the president-elect mocking Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, referring to him as the Governor of Canada. He also suggested that Canada should become the 51st U.S. state, claiming Canadians would benefit from massive tax cuts and unparalleled military protection. On Greenland, Trump reiterated his intention to bring the territory under U.S. control, stating it was essential for national security. However, Greenland's Prime Minister Mute Ege quickly rejected the idea, declaring, "We are not for sale and never will be." The Danish government responded diplomatically, announcing increased defense spending for Greenland while expressing eagerness to work with the incoming U.S. administration. GOP Senator Tommy Tuberville sparked controversy on Christmas Eve by claiming that Donald Trump had brought Christmas back in America. This statement, posted on social media platform X, was met with widespread ridicule and criticism. Democratic strategist Chris D. Jackson called the statement absurd, while others mocked Tuberville, suggesting he must have missed Christmas celebrations in previous years. Tuberville's claim was widely dismissed as political theater aimed at pleasing Trump loyalists. Critics pointed out that Christmas has always been widely celebrated in the United States, with festivities continuing uninterrupted under every administration. This includes Christmas celebrations during the presidencies of Barack Obama and George W. Bush. The controversy highlights the deep cultural and political divisions in the United States. President Joe Biden strongly condemned Russia's Christmas Day attacks on Ukraine, which targeted critical energy facilities and left parts of the country without heat or electricity as temperatures plummeted during the winter season. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attacks as inhumane, while Russia claimed the strikes were aimed at disrupting Ukraine's energy grid. The assault resulted in 1 death in the Dnipropetrovsk region and 6 injuries in Kharkiv, according to local officials. The attacks have sparked widespread condemnation from the international community, with many leaders denouncing Russia's actions as a blatant violation of human rights. Biden called the strikes an outrageous attack intended to cut off essential services to the Ukrainian people. He reaffirmed the U.S. commitment to Ukraine, announcing a continued surge in weapons deliveries, including hundreds of air defense missiles to bolster Kyiv's defenses. The move is seen as a significant escalation of U.S. involvement in the conflict, and is likely to draw a strong response from Russia. The city of Grand Rapids has announced that Donald J. Trump for President 2024 campaign has refused to pay over $49,000 in bills for 2 rallies held in the city this year, forcing the local government to write off the expenses. Grand Rapids billed Trump's campaign nearly $33,000 for his rally in July, primarily for overtime expenses incurred by local police and public works. A second bill for more than $16,000 was sent for his November rally, also covering overtime for city services. Outgoing Mayor Rosalind Bliss called the outstanding bills highly unusual, noting the campaign's significant fundraising. "It's highly unusual to have outstanding bills, especially with someone who clearly had raised enough money from their campaign to pay their bills," Bliss said. As of late November, Trump's campaign had nearly $10 million in cash on hand out of the $464 million it raised. The unpaid bills are causing Grand Rapids to reconsider how it handles expenses for future campaign events.